Alrighty. Yeah, sounds good. Alright. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. We're going to be playing some Ghost of Tsushima. We're starting off from after the opening scene. So immediately, once you get into the open world, that's where we're going to start off. You like my profile picture? Sackboy Jinsekai. I haven't played Sackboy A Big Adventure yet because I'm waiting for me and my girlfriend to play it together. But I'm really excited to see what that Jinsekai skin looks in the game because it looks so good in the profile picture. Hey GamerGirl19, welcome to the stream. How are you doing, baby girl? So what should we do anyway? We gotta pick an objective first, of course. I say we do the Warrior's Code first. I do want to see what that question mark is about, though. Let's go see what the question mark is about, and then we'll go with the story. Yes. My current fiance, ladies and gentlemen. We are destined to be married. The way the wind leads you to your objective, this is one of the best things about the game. So I just stumbled onto Mongol territory. Alright. Well, since it is nighttime, I think it'll be a lot easier for me to just stealth my way through. But I don't know, there's quite a lot of people there. We'll see what happens. Wait for these guys to move. Well, it wasn't really a stealth kill, but I'm very early in the game, so I haven't really done anything yet. I got like nothing. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to take on these Mongols with how low I am. But I have played this game before, and I have 100% completed at least the story. Now that the Legends mode is out, there's a ton of trophies that I have not gotten yet, and there's also some new game. But I unfortunately deleted my save data for this game, so I can't play New Game Plus yet unless I beat it a second time. So I am playing this game on normal difficulty currently. Oh yeah, I forgot you can loot the bodies. In suffering. But yes, I am playing this game on normal difficulty. It's just the normal story. No New Game Plus or anything, so I'm very, very noobish right now. But yet I'm still sticking up to these Mongols because I faced them before, and I can face them again. Sucks I don't have my bow and arrow this early in the game. I could really use it right now. How's the stream look, by the way? It should look like how you would see it on my TV, right, babe? Because I turned HDR off specifically for this playthrough. And I'm gonna turn it back on when I'm just playing games normally. Whoa, that's a lot of people. Alright, bring it. Killed my first leader. I think I only took one hit out of that entire fight. Like since I got here to this territory, I only took one hit from that giant hammer that one of the big guys was using. But with everybody else, I barely broke a sweat. I'm kind of proud of myself. This is still Mongol territory, so I have to... Well, hold on. Oh, okay, never mind. I completed it. Sweet. No Mongols in this territory anymore. I'll go check out the Warrior's Code. It's really not that far from me, so... Trying to remember how that's how you play music. Alright, it's left on the D-pad to call your horse. What did I name you again? It's been a bit since I got to the openings, so now I'm just Alright. Now the other unfortunate thing is that they added a bunch of new stuff into this game. Like there's new clothing items and a new item like new what do they call them? It's these things, these charms. Like they added new charms to the game. But I don't know if these new items are included in just the normal game. I think you have to do them. I think you have to get them in New Game Plus. I think they're only included in New Game Plus, but who knows? Maybe they are included in the normal game. Alright. Oh, some stuff I can use. So let me see here. Alright, circle to get off your horse. I remember one time I played this game and I accidentally hit my horse. Your horse doesn't die though, your horse just runs away from you for a bit. You know what? I'm gonna do something else. I'm gonna change the voices to English, so that it's a lot easier for viewers who maybe can't read super fast, or they just don't want to read at all.
Jin, you found me.
You handled that well.
I should have heard him coming. Let myself get distracted. These people saw Mongols marching prisoners upriver. They had a blacksmith with them.
Your brother?
Sounds like it. They were taking him to a camp near the Canada Inlet.
I know the place.
Did you find any samurai to free your uncle?
Not yet. I'm still searching.
I'm sure you'll find someone soon. Taka can help you after we save him. Hard to believe I might see him soon.
He's lucky to have you.
He might disagree.
That's what siblings are for.
What about you? Any brothers or sisters?
Lord Shimura is my only family.
What will you do when he's free?
Take a breath. Because they now know there's hope for our island.
You feel that strongly?
I've watched him win victory against impossible odds. And after your brother is free, what then?
Honestly, I haven't had time to think about it. You're riding well. How are your wounds?
Mostly healed.
I don't even know if you're still
Your
behind me.
bandages did the trick.
You don't share much about how you feel, do you?
Yeah, this game is very, very beautiful.
I suppose you're right. My uncle taught me that a samurai masters his emotions, like you master a horse, or a blade.
That's a hard way to live.
It's not supposed to be easy.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess I can say when it comes to, like, how detailed PS4 graphics go, Ghost of Tsushima isn't the most detailed, but the colors, the scenery, and the detail that it does have, it really just overshadows everything else, that, like every other flaw that the graphics show.
Tough to get inside.
The Mongols threw that place together in days. There has to be a way in. Let's look.
Like, Sucker Punch really knew where their attention to detail had to be,
Find a safe approach.
and they nailed it.
Formidable.
You could scale the rocks on that side.
If they're loose, they might give way. Alert the guards.
The front wall there is still under construction.
Could be a way in. We can look for a gap in the front wall. Slip inside.
And cut down the Mongols where they stand.
If something goes wrong, they'll kill the prisoners. I've seen them do it. We have to go in quietly.
Like thieves.
What's wrong with that?
Before the samurai, this island was ruled by criminals. We changed that by creating order and delivering justice in the open. We live by a code of honor. And sometimes we die by it. Warriors like my father, who just wanted to give us a safer home.
I want the same thing. But we have to fight back.
I promised my uncle I'd never break our code.
Then bend it. To save my family. And what's left of yours.
Let's get a closer look. See what we're up against.
We should wait until it gets dark.
Let's move.
I also gotta say that Sucker Punch really did a great job at creating an interesting character with Jin Sakai.
She's been through a lot.
Cause like, you really do like understand where the character's coming from, and you feel the weight of like the impact of the story, and just the way Sucker Punch is trying to tell this tale about how far one person can go to save their clan, to save their family, to save their home. Like, Jin Sakai is a man who lives by a code. He's been taught that throughout his entire life. And now that he's put in a position where he's going up against a bigger and more powerful force, he now has to transition from being this honorable samurai to something much greater and much more intimidating to the Mongols. And of course he does the complete opposite of what the code asks him to do, which sets off some red flags for some of the people that are like closer to him throughout his life, like his uncle, for example. And it's really interesting. You really do feel the weight of the story being told, and you feel that weight being carried on Jin Sakai's shoulders. He is a very fascinating character, and Sucker Punch does a really good job at telling his journey, and and they do a really good job at building up this character and making you be a part of this character's journey throughout the story.
Before the invasion,
But you took care of him.
someone had to. He hated the night storm. It was that or starve. He didn't have a choice.
I didn't choose to be a samurai either. But going against my instincts, my code.
It's better than getting wiped out by the Mongols. We have to fight back. Any way we can.
It's like, even his friend Yuna understands that, yeah, I know that you live by a code, but I'm in the same boat as you, I'm going up against something that I never thought I would go up against before in my life.
Through here.
And I realized that you have to do what you gotta do. And sometimes the things you have to do to the Mongols is usually what you wouldn't expect with any other enemy.
If they see us, they'll kill the prisoners.
Then we better stay quiet. And open their throats.
She is pretty much the build up to Jin Sakai's turn as to the ghost. She's the one that like motivates him to take certain actions into account. And that's pretty much the start of it all right there when he jams his sword into the Mongol's throat. And he just brutally stabs him. Like, you really feel that shit. Like, you don't feel what he's feeling, of course. That would fucking hurt. But you feel just the emotion of that moment. And when it goes into a flashback of Jin's childhood, it's a really good, like, lead-in,
The bear's running with a limp. Your arrow wounded it.
This is when a beast is most dangerous. Remain alert.
Yes, Uncle.
Keep after him.
Another quick thing I want to point out, like, I don't want to point out too much, but I feel like these things should be addressed at least. I think Sucker Punch, when they do their flashback sequences, they really know how to do them right. Not just the flashbacks themselves, but they know how to structure them into the story. So it's still like fluid, like it's still, they still have their flow going, and they're not like putting a roadblock into it just for the sake for a flashback scene. Like before this game came out, another game came out called The Last of Us Part 2. And in The Last of Us Part 2, they had so many flashback scenes in that game, and there was just so many of them, and the way they were structured, they were just kind of like out of nowhere. They were just shoved in. They made the story feel more jumbled and unfocused, and it was kind of confusing to figure out, where the story was supposed to be at, because of how many times it keeps shifting back and forth between timelines. But Ghost of Tsushima knows how to do flashback scenes well, because the main focus of these flashbacks is to show the contrast between Jin Sakai as a child following the samurai's code, and him taking that code and destroying it by doing these violent acts to the Mongols. So when you see Jin stabbing the Mongol with the sword, and it cuts to him as a child hunt him with his uncle, that makes sense, because we just saw Jin do something that his uncle would not approve of. And so now we cut to a scene where we see just like Jin, following this code, and then it cuts back to him with the dead Mongol, and it's like, it adds more weight to it, because it's like, yeah, he really did just disobey, or he really did just betray his uncle by doing this, right? Like, it's supposed to add weight to your acts in the story. It's supposed to make you feel like what you're doing is, like, it's supposed to make you feel conflicted, like, it's supposed to make you think, is what I'm doing really the right or the wrong thing? And I just think the game does it really well,
I didn't think bears lived here.
They don't. But the fighting in Yarikawa drove some this way.
So it's the rebels' fault. We should feed them to this bear as punishment.
We are not barbarians, Jin.
Like you see, it's that line right there. We are not barbarians, Jin. Like, of course, that comes into play into your actions as the character.
The bear stumbled here. Is it dying?
No. But we're getting closer.
I guess I will say the one thing that is disappointing about this game, though, is that while the game does make you feel conflicted about if killing these Mongols in this way is really the right thing or the wrong thing to do, it doesn't matter if you stealth kill the Mongols, it doesn't matter if you brutally murder them. The game still progresses one way. You know, it still ends. Well, there's two different endings to this game, but it still proceeds the same way to that moment in the game. There's never any real changes to the story that that are affected by how you proceed through these different sections with the Mongols. And I will say that is disappointing. I feel like that could have added more impact to the story by making it so that there are literal changes based on your actions. But then again, it doesn't take too much. Like, it's not super distracting. It doesn't make me hate the game. You know, it doesn't make me dislike it. I just think it's something that could have been much more impactful if they added in, but I think that the scenes themselves are still good. Like, it's still a well thought out story, and it still has some weight to it, despite the fact that what you do in the game doesn't really change what happens at the end of it. But I guess that is the point, you know, that is the story they're trying to tell. They are, like, you know, that is the point. I guess when I think about it now, it does make sense why they would never, like, do it that way, because the story is supposed to be told as Jin Sakai destroying the code by becoming the ghost. So you can go through the story by assassinating people, by doing this and that, but either way, the story still proceeds the same because it's supposed to be told in that way. And that does make sense, so I won't give it that much attention because, you know, again, it's something that I think would have been cool to have, but I understand why they didn't do it, because they want to tell the story in a certain way, and they don't want to, like, ruin that just based on if the player wants to do things a certain way, I guess, you know.
Stay ready, Jin.
Yes, Uncle. If it's still alive, can I take the shot?
Prove you can control your emotions. Then, perhaps.
We got him.
Careful. You could still be alive.
That doesn't look alive to me, dude.
Saddam should not have killed him.
Look, Uncle. There's a gash in his side. Not from an arrow.
Assassin! From Yarikawa!
Traitor! You would stab the Chido in the back!
Rosakai! Control yourself. We are not criminals like this man here. We are samurai.
He tried to kill you! He must answer for this crime with his life.
Look him in the eye. The teaching a samurai never acts out of anger or fear. And take his life with honor.
Nice. See, if that was Kratos telling him to kill him, it'd be like just fucking murder his ass. Close your heart to it, boy.
We face our enemy head on. When we take their life, we look them in the eye with courage and respect. This is what makes us samurai. Only cowards stray from the shadows.
I guess, like, that's like the weakness, though, that the Mongols do find in the samurai, is that I'm pretty sure that's one of the things that Colton Khan studied when he invaded the Japanese in the first place. Was he was like, you know what, these guys, they live by a code.
What's wrong?
Let's find your brother.
But Colton Khan was probably like,
Let them see us.
these guys live by a code. So what I gotta do is I gotta break them mentally. That's probably what he thought. It's like, I just gotta get under these guys' skin by killing all these different people that they love, by taking over their territory. That's the trait that a lot of different villains choose when they go up against an enemy that is usually has a good heart and has good morals. They just straight up torture them mentally by killing everybody that they love, by just making them see their violent acts and just getting into their head. Colton Khan's pretty much doing the same thing to the samurai. Jesus.
You know, is that?
No.
Oh, good.
I also like that this game doesn't shy away from the violence either. Like, it really does want to show you just how terrible these Mongols can be.
There.
Showing you, like,
Let's find out.
your friend's
No.
head on pikes.
Not Taka.
How'd you get in here?
We need to go. We'll talk when it's safe.
Come on.
Let's get to the river. We'll be safe there. Are you with the Straw Hat Ronin? Lord Shima's been captured, and I could use some extra swords to free him. Are you looking for work?
No, but the other Straw Hats may be. Last I heard, they were hunting Mongols in Tsutsu Prefecture, by the coast near the Kishi grasslands.
This way. We're looking for my brother, a blacksmith named Taka.
Don't know him, but a lot of prisoners move through here.
You said they were moving the slaves. Where?
They mentioned Azamo Bay. And there was a blacksmith in the last group. Young man with a beard. From Yarikawa, maybe.
You'd better be right.
I hope we'll find your blacksmith.
Taka's alive in Osmo Bay.
The town is surrounded by walls. Rushing in without a plan will only put him in more danger.
I have a friend who might be able to get us inside.
Find him. The sooner we rescue Taka, the sooner we save my uncle.
Jin. Taka will forge whatever tools you need as soon as he's free. But after that, we're leaving the island.
You've seen what the Mongols are doing here. Lord Shimura can stop them. Stay. Help us fight for our home.
Home is wherever Taka and I go. My friend lives
By the way,
in
Gamer Girl 19,
on the border with Turkey.
if you're still there,
I'll find
you
there.
probably got a notification, but I just added you as a
I knew this
moderator to
wasn't
my
easy.
channel.
Going against your code.
I did what I had to.
Thank you.
Kazuo Kaneda.
Lord Shimura, you deserve better than this. Convince your people to stop resisting, and you can walk free. Stop wasting my time. Kill me. You think you've lost everything. But your nephew is still alive. My men control the roads. They build war camps near your towns. They see everything. And they will find him. Lord Sakai will fight until his last breath. As will I. You love him. Just as you love your people. You're a father to them. Will you abandon your children? I won't make them your slaves.
Yeah, you are welcome. So if anyone wants to be negative in my stream chat, you can just go nuts on them, basically. I believe that's what you're able to do. I don't know. I can't see, like, the, I'm not a moderator myself, so I can't really, see what the moderator does, but I'm sure that's basically your role right there, is to keep the stream from being too negative. So how many have I got? I got 2 technique points. Alright. So I got a perfect parry, and that's when you can immediately counterattack after pressing L1 at the right time. And then there's the roll. Yeah, I definitely need that. The roll is a very useful ability. Now I can buy one more. Perfect heal and parry. I may want that. Dodge and slash. Sprint strike. I'll take the perfect heal and parry for right now. These are my stances. Stone, water, wind, and moon. And then of course there's the ghost stance that I get later in the story. Time to explore. Oh, my first fox den. Look at that. My first fox den and my second playthrough of Ghost of Tsushima. Leave me, little fox. I love the foxes in this game. They're so fucking cute. I want one. I want this fox. I will literally go to Japan and kidnap a fucking fox. Ah, shit, I died. Oh no, I didn't die. I just landed in the water. I can't jump like you, little fox. Teach me your ways. Ah, damn it, how do I make it? I guess I have to go that. I just have to say screw the rocks and go towards the den. Yeah, just screw the rocks. I can just go to the water here and go over there, I guess. Yeah. It's giving me a little prompt here to just go down. Got an additional charm slot. Alright. I can have 6 charm slots at a time. And I get them by finding more fox dens. This is where all the different activities are shown.
I could use an archer's help for someone like Sensei Shiko.
Fucking The Last of Us Part 2 has you killing dogs. Ghost of Tsushima has you killing dogs and petting foxes. I don't know, the reason I pick on Last of Us Part 2 a lot is because this game came out like, I'd say like 2 or 3 months after Last of Us Part 2. So while everybody was going nuts about how much they hate or how much they loved Last of Us Part 2, this game comes out and everybody's in peace again. Cause everyone's talking about how great of a game Ghost of Tsushima is. And this game is truly great, I mean. There's no denying it. This is definitely my game of the year of 2020 so far. There's still plenty of games that I have yet to touch in 2020, but this one is, at this point in time, my favorite game of the year. Jade Hills. The Legends mode is also really good too. It's very addicting. When it comes to multiplayer modes in video games, the one in Ghost of Tsushima is one of the few that I have like the most fun with. It's actually like, it's actually kind of rare that you would get a single player game that has a multiplayer component to it.
Forgive me, my lord, but you look fatigued. Have you endured much hardship?
You wouldn't believe it if I told you. But yes, I could use a rest.
You should visit my sister in Hiyoshi Springs. I was sick, so she insisted I bathe in the waters. I could feel the life returning to my body.
Sounds like just what I needed.
Let Kami protect your path, my lord.
My mother believed Inari is my guardian. She saw a fox chasing fireflies outside our home the day I was born.
She knew that foxes are Inari's messengers in our world. When you see one, always follow where it leads.
I will. Thank you.
Another thing I like about this game is that despite the fact that it's an open world game that takes place on an island, so you have, you know, a lot of trees, a lot of space, like there's still life to it though. You know, as you're going through this wide open range of trees and rocks and mountains and water, you're still encountering people, you're still seeing enemies patrolling the tracks, you're seeing camps, castles, just like there's still so much life. There's wildlife. Like yeah, like it doesn't it's definitely not just an open world desolate island where a lot of it is just negative space. Like no, there's some actual life put into it. And I love it when open world games do that, when they suck you into the world even more by making it feel like it has actual life to it. There's not much I can really do here. If there was something that I can upgrade, then these symbols would flash gold. I'm gonna check out the merchant though.
So far, have we met before?
No, my lord. But I watched you ride into battle. Please accept this gift. If you wear it, they say a spirit will lead you to whatever you're looking for.
Sounds like something you could use yourself.
Not with Mongols prowling the countryside. But if it leads you to any flowers, bring them to me, or other traders. We can use them to fashion dyes.
I'll remember that. Thank you.
Hey, love bug.
If you can bring more, it's yours.
So these are all the sword kits. I love you too. I love you so, so much. Alright, so this is another feature I like in this game, which is the guiding wind target. It's basically, it's kind of like a feature that makes 100% completing the game a lot easier for people, because it pretty much tells you where all of the things are that you need to 100% the game. All of the different items, collectibles, areas. And I like that feature. I think that if more games had that feature, it would make things much more, much less stressful, you know, where I don't have to rely on looking up on the internet every now and then to find the next item. Like the game just tells me where it is. Some people like it the other way. They like, you know, discovering things in a more difficult fashion, which I understand. But me, when I want to explore and collect every little piece that I can collect in a game, you know, I want to try to get there as quickly as possible without struggling to find it, you know.
Goodbye.
At first I thought you had to collect all of the flowers to get 100% completion, and I'm like, no. But nah, you just collect flowers to get armor dyes and other pieces of attire. I keep pressing the touchpad. I've been playing Spider-Man um, recently, and in that game you click on the touchpad to go to the menu, so I'm still kind of transitioning from the controls from one game to another. It always sucks. I found another survivor camp.
Another samurai? Alive? I thought Lord Jinroku was the only one.
I don't know the name.
He's in Kashima. I'm sure he would be happy to see you.
I'm curious to meet him.
You're a true warrior.
Oh yeah, I forgot you can also fast travel to every time you get a camp, you can fast travel there. Alright, well I'm gonna go check out the Tale of Sensei Ishikawa, and that's where I get my half bow. And I want that before I proceed any further, because it's a very useful item in the game. Also, the fucking load times for fast travel are super quick. Like, they talk a lot about the SSD and the PS5, but just the load times in this game on the PS4, super quick. So I'm pretty sure that means when I play this game on the PS5, the load times are going to be like a blink and you miss it, you know? Like, they'll be so quick you won't even notice that the game's actually loading. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful little river down here. By the way, if you do want to see my gameplay of the intro to this game, I did post the opening a long time ago. When I played this game for the first time. So if you want to see that video, it's basically my first genuine reaction to the opening to this game, which I fucking love. Ghost of Tsushima has, without a doubt, one of the best video game openings of all time.
Springs. Perhaps someone at the inn can direct me to Sensei.
It kind of doesn't even look like water when you're up there. It looks like not clay, but what's like that?
Would that be the blade
mushy
of
stuff that you can
Sakai?
play with.
You know your swords.
That is one worth knowing.
Like
I've
putty.
heard tales
It
of
looks
its
like
sharp
putty.
edge and beauty, but I never dreamed I'd see it in person.
It has been some time since I trained on the bamboo stand.
I would be honored to see your blade in action.
I like these little bamboo mini games. Basically challenges how fast you can press the buttons. Damn, almost didn't have that one. Ah, shit. Damn it, that was too slow. Damn it. See, it's like, it feels like I'm pressing the button twice, but I'm not. That's why I'm screwing up. There we go. It's a challenge, but you start to get the hang of it as you progress through the game. I realized during my first playthrough that every time I did a bamboo strike, I got better and better at pressing the buttons.
The Sakai steel is a truly fine blade, wielded by an even finer swordsman. But training with bamboo will only make you stronger.
I'll need strength for what lies ahead.
There are bamboo stands throughout the island. They will help sharpen your skills on the journey. Farewell, my lord.
The traveler's attire will pulse when the artifacts are nearby. That is true. Oh, hey there. You just took a bath.
Impossible. The Straw Hats died in Komoda along with the sun. Where was the snake? Taking mushrooms and ginger root for Danny's secret finger.
You know what, while I'm here, I'm gonna try to look for this, this artifact, because I'm pretty sure it's in here somewhere. It was pulsing when I was outside here. I wonder where it's at. I gotta feel that pulse again. Oh yeah, also whenever my controller pulses, you see there's a little firefly. And the firefly glows a bright green color in sync with the pulse vibration in my controller. It's really cool. And the firefly kind of leads me to where the pulse is coming from. And it's getting faster and faster, so this is where. Got my first record. True observations in Hiyoshi Springs. Every night I have the same dream. I bring food to Sensei Ishikawa's dojo, but he is not there. All I find is dried blood on the floor of his dojo. In the dream, somehow I know he's been killed by a yokai that lurks in the bamboo forest. I go into the forest to hunt the yokai, even though I know it's dangerous. There's a break in the trees, and suddenly I find myself at a waterfall in Hiyoshi Springs, but it runs red with blood. Then I wake up. Damn. That ain't a dream, that's a fucking nightmare. How you doing, man? Putting some work into that sword. Yeah, go for it, man. Flower is for me. Diddly dee, are those things for me? Alive? What?
I'm looking for Sensei Ishikawa.
Yeah, because everyone thinks that the samurai have been wiped out.
Where's his dojo?
To the forest. I can show you the way, my lord. Did the sensei not fight at Komoda?
No.
He came to town for supplies the day before the invasion. Hardly spoke a word, but he'd always been a private man. My lord, are the stories of Sensei Ishikawa true?
What stories?
They say he sank a pirate ship with a single arrow.
Not the ship, but he shot a pirate captain from the shore. Routed the whole fleet.
I'd hate to cross an archer like that.
I guess that's similar to shooting the ship. If you shoot the captain, the ship's done. Because nobody else knows what to do. They're like, oh crap, the captain's dead. Oh! Listen, the pineapple went to the sea. We're all fucking dead.
The sensei's dojo is up there on the cliff.
That's the sensei's dojo.
Thank you.
There's also a beehive to my right.
One more question, my lord. May I ask why the sensei left his post as archery master to Clan Nagao?
No one knows.
Strange. Giving up service to a great lord for this.
Time to climb. So just like Uncharted, the climbing in this game isn't difficult. It's just, you know, you hold the left stick up, but it is still relaxing. I do like climbing in this game. Especially when you're going for the shrines and they have like certain obstacles that you need to overcome, which adds more challenge to it than just pressing up all the time.
There was a struggle here. Better look around. Dried blood.
There was a struggle. Yes, I'm distracted by how beautiful those candles are. Oh wait, back to the crime scene.
Wounded. Remove the arrow.
Bloody footprints.
Bloody footprints. The victim or the attacker. Maybe the sensei is in his house.
So I follow the footprints.
A humble home for a samurai.
Don't move.
Sensei Ishikawa.
Lord Sakai's boy. You survived Komoda.
Could have used your bow.
I was on my way when bandits attacked me.
Expecting them to return?
A samurai is never caught by surprise. I'm sorry about Lord Shimura. He was a good man.
He's alive. Taken captive by the Mongols.
Then there's hope.
That's why I've come. Help me save him.
I can't. My student is missing. A skilled archer.
I will help you look. Then you can both help me free Lord Shimura.
Try and keep up, Sakai.
Also, Jin, nice chest hair, my dude.
Who else made it out of Komoda?
No one knows.
Are there any others who can fight back?
Besides us? I don't know yet.
You'd better find out quickly. We can't free your uncle by ourselves.
I can help track your student.
I need no help tracking Tomoe.
Tomoe. A woman. From what clan?
No clan.
A peasant. But she can outshoot any samurai I know. Even you, Sakai.
The last time I saw you was 10 years ago.
You came to study with me.
You remember?
I remember most of the students I reject.
Instead you took this Tomoe as your student.
You showed promise. Tomoe is a prodigy. Mongols, take them.
I always want to take out the archers first because they can get really annoying if you don't kill them off immediately. Yeah.
Drunk Tanuki.
They fought well enough at Komoda.
Even Tanuki can catch a tiger when it's sleeping. The moist trail picks up here. Come! The Mongols took Fort Nakayama. The patrol likely came from there.
That's close to the hot springs.
The town will be the next to fall.
Something happened here.
An ambush. Look around.
Blood. But not much.
No one died.
A Japanese quiver.
A gift to my greatest student.
Rice and millet. Left uneaten.
The attack was sudden. I fear the worst. Tomoe would never leave the quiver behind.
Unless she was pursued.
Or captured.
To what end?
Interrogation. Torture. Worse.
They may be doing the same to Lord Shinran.
Fear is a weapon, Sakai. Do not let the Mongols use it against you.
Your student. Where would they take her?
Fort Nakayama. The fort is nearby.
I do say I prefer having this format with the stream chat on the right of the screen, and you got the game playing in the middle, and on the top you have the total time I've been recording.
The Mongols fought like animals.
It's one of the things that I like to know about when I'm streaming a game is how much time I'm actually putting into the stream.
But on body, mind, and spirit.
I usually like to stream for like a few hours at least, but if I get super into a game, I'll stream for more than a few hours.
We need to talk.
What's wrong, Sensei?
This bow was a gift to me from Lord Nagao many years ago.
It's a beautiful weapon.
Of course it is. And there's nothing more painful to me than a perfect bow ineptly used.
And it's a good thing you're giving it to me.
Who says anything about giving? Prove you can shoot straight. I'll let you borrow it. Try it out before we go into battle.
Alright.
Aim for that lamp closest to us. Now the one further down the road. On the left. Not bad. Let's see if you can hit the one furthest away. How does it feel?
Like it was made for me.
It wasn't. So take good care of it. Let's go.
Let me see real quick. Alright. The controller vibrates when you pull the bow back, and it vibrates when you fire it.
Victory is won by warriors, not weapons.
You haven't seen the Mongols fire weapons.
And they have not yet won.
I'm very interested to see how not the haptic feedback, but the like in Horizon Forbidden West, for example. I'm very interested to see how the adaptive triggers are used to make Aloy's bow and arrow feel more authentic, like you're actually using the real bow and arrow.
We'll get a better look at the defenses from up there. This spot is perfect.
I'll find a way in. Open the gate. Then we hit them.
You always charge into battle with your hakama half-tied.
You have a better idea?
Patience, Sakai. The Mongols will send men to find their missing patrol. When they open the gates, we strike.
The longer we delay, the longer Tomoe remains in danger.
She can take care of herself. Survey the battlefield. What can we use to our advantage?
They have many archers.
They're skilled, but we are better.
An hour those hanging lights will kick up sparks.
And start fires.
Those barrels could do some damage.
We'll find out.
Hornet nests. One shot could stir them up.
The Mongols will face the sting of insects and arrows. When the gates open,
So, basically they're screwed.
rain arrows on their heads.
And we storm the fort. And free Tomoe.
Good. Now we wait.
They're opening the gates.
Wait for my signal.
Gotta finish them off. Shit. That hurt. Ah, damn it. I'm sucking hard right now. Where'd the leader go? Yeah. My first perfect parry, too. And you clean off your sword. It's so fucking cool.
Slain prisoners.
Tied up, killed with arrows.
Tomoe. Wait, this pendant belongs to her. Search the fort!
These arrows are Japanese.
They're Tomoe's arrows.
You are sure?
I taught her to make the knot with deer horn. And that curve with the eagle feathers.
So the Mongols took her weapons?
The shots are tightly clustered. No Mongol shoots Japanese arrows with such skill.
Then they allowed her to use a bow.
Someone's personal quarters.
A woman's kimono.
Tomoe's kimono.
The Mongols freed her. Why? A scroll. Archery terms with Mongolian translations. Your name is mentioned.
She was teaching them my way of the bow.
A survivor.
So cold. We're looking for a woman, an archer.
The Mongols caged her with us. But they set her free. Gave her armor and a bow. She killed my wife. And the others.
Bodies we found.
She proved her skill to the enemy. And they recruited her.
Please. It hurts. Don't leave me.
Damn.
I've seen enough. Let's go. I should have killed her.
Sensei?
Tomoe won her freedom. And she joined the Mongols.
Why would she do that? What happened?
I pushed her too hard.
Pushed her how? What are you hiding? Sensei! I demand an answer.
She attacked me. Not vengeance. Tomoe.
Why?
She has no idea what it means to be samurai.
You drove her to the Mongols.
Do not judge me.
Do not lie to me.
I can't let Tomoe teach my way of the bow to the enemy.
We will stop her.
This is my fight. I don't need your weapon.
No, you need me. Victory is won by warriors, not weapons.
Lord Shimura raised you well. We'll hunt Tomoe together, but we do it my way.
And when the time comes, you will help rescue my uncle.
You have my word, Sakai. I will prepare to hunt Tomoe. When you are ready, meet me at my dojo.
We can't rescue my uncle alone. I need more people to join our fight.
Find Lady Masako Wadachi. If she's still alive, she's one of the finest warriors on the island.
Alright. A story of betrayal. Your legend grows. The Wandering Samurai. I like the level up screens, they're really cool.
Are everywhere. In a fight, they will surround me like wolves. I need to find new methods to keep them at bay.
So this is where I find my ghost weapons. So now I can throw kunai at the Mongols.
Balanced blade I can throw to catch a foe by surprise and finish them off.
Alright. And this is where I can manage my weapons. So you don't upgrade your weapons in the menu. You have to go to a camp and find the person that upgrades your stuff. So I'll fast travel. Oh, fast travel is currently disabled. I haven't gone out of the cutscene yet. Alright, now I can fast travel. Let me check this guy out. Trapper. So this is where I upgrade my resources, basically. I can buy different resources with in-game currency.
I'm sorry. I need more for that. I hope it helps.
I'll see you again.
Until we next meet. Would you like to see what I have? This is an interesting find. Very recent.
I just need 5 more and I'm able to actually buy some. Oh, wait. I could buy new colors for my traveler's attire. Let's go with red.
If you can bring more, it's yours.
And now I can go to my gear and my outfit, and this is where I'll choose the colors. Fiery Searcher. And it just automatically equips it for me, and I'm good. Check it out.
Your victories give us hope.
Are you hunting for Shigenori's heavenly strike as well, my lord?
That technique is only one of myth.
The musician Yamato insists the myth is real.
I'm not surprised. People often speak of his stories with excitement.
I heard the tale near Komatsu Forge. If it's as powerful as the story claims, let's hope you never face the technique in battle.
Oh, here we go. The Heavenly Strike. My first mythic tale. Let's do it. I love the mythic tales. I wish they added new ones for like an update. It would be so cool. They're just so interesting. They basically delve into like the lore of this game and like these different stories from Japanese culture. And you earn special rewards by completing these stories.
Come here and fight!
Breeze. Alrighty. Let's continue on to this Heavenly Strike. I think I'll end the stream after I do this Heavenly Strike mission. Since I'm so lonely here.
Some say they know every secret on this island. I wonder where it's going.
Alright, as long as you're still here talking to me, you know. world's reflection. Submerged deep in nature's shade. Ever unbending.
A world's reflection. Submerged deep in nature's shade. Ever unbending.
Headband of refuge. Let's check out this new headband. Yeah, I like the gold. Look how beautiful the orange is. It's so good. That look good. This game is so beautiful. Sometimes I just want to have sex with it, you know? Nah, it looks orange to me. I don't know. Shit. Flowers. Yep. Hello. Damn it. I don't even know if you can hunt deer in this game. I can't remember if you do or not. I think the deer are just there for scenery.
Calm down. Who's been taken?
The invaders took our house. Down the road. My wife is there. With my son.
You left your family behind?
What choice did I have? I'm no warrior.
I'll help them. Stay here.
Yes. A place to call home.
Nobu, come on!
Hey, gather.
A wife and child. No sign of the family here. Maybe outside. Laundry. Still damp. The attack was sudden.
Blood trail.
A lot of blood. Someone was killed here.
Or maybe not. Maybe just wounded. Looks like they were dragged though.
Thrown in the water.
Yeah, 2 of them.
A child's toy. His family didn't survive. I should let him know.
Damn. Where would the bodies be though? Oh shit. Well, there's the mother. But what about the child? They probably couldn't show the child being fucking brutally murdered, so they're just like, you know, that the doll is there. The child's dead. You don't gotta you don't gotta worry about that.
My lord, did you find them?
Your family was killed. I'm sorry.
Why didn't you save them? I ran like a coward. I should be dead too.
It's not your fault. Don't let their deaths be in vain. Resist the invaders. Help those in need.
Yes, my lord.
Got a new charm of well-being. Receives an additional 7.5% of health. Alright. Sounds good. I usually wait until I get at least like 10 upgrade points before I actually start upgrading. So that way I'm not just constantly going back to the upgrade screen for one upgrade. I like to have a bunch of new stuff I can play with. I'll go on foot for this one.
Susano, protect me.
Dead bodies. Who killed these people?
A fearsome warrior. He demanded I tell him the tale of Shigenori's heavenly strike. When he didn't hear the answers he sought, he flew into a rage and butchered them.
What did he want to know?
I'm not sure, my lord.
Tell me the story. I need to know what he's after.
When Tsushima was first settled, a strange and terrible thunderstorm swept across our island. Wherever lightning struck, beasts of lightning appeared. These violent creatures tore through villages, causing death and destruction, moving too quickly to be stopped. The people knew only one man who could possibly stand against the lightning beasts. Shigenori, the fastest swordsman in all of Tsushima. Shigenori never lost a duel. With years of practice, he had created the Heavenly Strike, an attack that struck quicker than the eye could follow. Shigenori lured the creatures to a desolate beach in Komatsu, where the sand would slow their movement. Their clash turned the sand to ash and bleached the leaves of trees white. Shigenori's heavenly strike cut through them faster than they could move. As the final beast fell, the storm cleared, and Tsushima was safe again. Shigenori began a life of seclusion. Few students found him, and only the bravest and most skilled proved worthy of learning the heavenly strike. When a storm approaches, a sword is placed at Shigenori's rest by a student who knows of its location to ward off attacks from beasts of nature.
The murderer wishes to learn Shigenori's heavenly strike. It sounds dangerous in the wrong hands. Which way did he go?
A woman fled toward a nearby bridge. He chased her.
He'll answer for what he did here. That's the bridge the musician mentioned. Someone weeping. Where?
My lord, so many slaughtered.
Did you see the man who killed them?
I know who he is. Yasuhira Koga.
I've heard the name. He fought for the Yarikawa clan. Would you recognize him?
I'll never forget that leering face.
Follow me. Perhaps I can pick up his trail on the other side of the bridge.
I said follow me, but I'm following you.
Horse tracks. Yasuhiro was in a hurry. What more do you know of Yasuhiro Koga?
Only that he was a retainer for the Yarikawa clan years ago.
After the rebellion was crushed, the clan was dissolved, and retainers dismissed.
Rumor says he left Tsushima, but when the Mongols attacked, he returned. From where? I'm not sure.
It doesn't matter. He cannot be allowed to live after what he's done. Up ahead, they're constructing a roadblock. Mongols, hide yourself.
Let me see if I can stealth through these guys. Are you kidding me? Jesus. Okay. Yeah. I want to take a break. I need to get some stuff done anyway. Jesus. Whoa. Shit. Let me check real quick. Oh, I am playing this game on medium. I don't know, it feels like I'm playing on hard mode.
I don't see Yasuhira Koko anywhere.
He just left. He's been staying in the watchtower.
Working with the Mongols?
Yes, but last night they argued. Only made out one word. Chigeno.
I'll search the watchtower. Find somewhere safe before more Mongols come. What has Yasuhira been doing? The dueling ring. He's looking for it. White leaves, like those bleached by lightning in the tail. The Mongols have their own version of Shigenori's tale. Maybe he wanted to compare it to the musician's version. Yasuhira is looking for someone who can teach him Shigenori's heavenly strike.
The white leaves. There are trees like that not far from here.
That's where he went. You've helped enough. Get to safety with the others.
Thank you, my lord. I hope you punish that monster.
Need to find white-leafed trees.
Careful, my lord. This path is dangerous.
Dangerous for a samurai, but not a priestess. What are you doing here?
My duty, tending the shrines. When the war
Oh,
ends,
okay.
people will need these torii gates to mark their path, so they can find the Shinto shrines and pray for the kami's protection.
We could use their protection now.
Yes, but The paths are too treacherous. I tried to visit the nearby shrine, almost fell to my death.
Maybe I can reach it.
Hope you have fun,
As a
baby.
boy, I climbed every tree and cliff around my village.
If you get there in one piece, pray for our island, and take an Omamori charm for yourself. Wear it close, and the charm will change your fate.
And perhaps the fate of our home. Thank you.
Follow the Torii gates. They will lead you to shrines all across our island, and the Omamori charms that rest there.
These shrines are so fun. They're not super complicated, but they're super relaxing. I love the final image that shows up when you get to the shrine. They just show you what's around you. I believe that's the white leaf tree I have to go to as well. So it's like, this side mission is also like an introduction to Torii gates. Ow.
White leaves. Has to be the place. There it is. White leaves, like those bleached by lightning in the tail. Someone's being tortured.
Stop! I told him everything I know!
Jim. We looked them in the eye. It creeps. We cowards straight from the shadows.
Forgive me.
Whoops. Fucking Jinsei guy just covers his mouth. He's like, whoops.
No! No!
Shit.
Please save me!
Was a man named Yasuhiro with these Mongols.
He wanted to learn the heavenly strike from my grandfather, and took him away.
Your grandfather's in danger. Where did they go?
His old training ground. A dueling ring on the Komatsu coast. Please, save him.
Alright, let's go find this person. Let's go have my first duel. That's probably where he's at. Sorry, little fox, I can't follow you right now. I got a duel. That's probably gonna affect the hell out of my fighting.
Tree down in order to cross. Yasuhiro brought Mongols with him.
Stand and fight!
Shit. Ow. Damn it. Alright. Round 2.
Come and fight!
That guy took a lot of chops from me.
That must be Shigenori's dueling ring. What has Yasuhira been doing? Poor man. Killed by Yasuhira. Blade has seen many duels. Footprints. Still fresh.
Here we go.
Yasuhira Koga. The butcher of the rebellion. Time hasn't changed you.
You were a child when Yorikawa burned, boy. For 15 years, I dreamed of cutting Lord Shimura to the bone.
You won't live long enough to face it.
The old man taught me the legendary attack before I killed him. Let me show you.
Alright, show me. I dare you. These duels always have some interesting set pieces too. Like for this one, you got lightning in the background, bursting everything into flames.
What are you waiting for, boy?
Not waiting. Studying. Learning. He's fast. I've got it.
God damn.
The heavenly strike couldn't save you. The Mongols will pay for the agony you endured. You deserve greater respect than this.
Give him a proper burial. Yep.
I promise I'll use Shigenori's technique to protect Tsushima against all who would harm it.
new name for my sword, the Heavenly Falcon. Alright. Alrighty, so got a new Mythic Tales tab. I'm gonna save the game here, and I'll end the stream right here. Thank you for watching. I'll be sure to stream some more Ghost of Tsushima some other time. Until then, have a nice day, and I'll see you later.